So far this year showing it.
Yeah, they're so well rounded. Rudy Gobert might be the best defensive player in the league. We all know what Donovan Mitchell is, and then they just surround them with shooters like Ingles and Bogdanovich, and Jordan Clarkson. I thought was a really good pickup in that trade they made with the Cavaliers and the Dante Exum deal. So they've added some scoring punch, and they're they're really well coached. They're fun to watch. I think they're one of the most fun teams to watch with the way they move the ball around. And this is even with, Mike Conley got off to such a bad start and lost his starting job. But if he starts to play better, the I think I think they're still behind both of the LA teams, but they might be the next best team in the West.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's another thing. Like I'm glad you pointed out Mike Conley because I was surprised about that. I thought Mike Conley was going to be dominant from the get-go. Because like see Mike Conley whenever because he was like a slow start from like you said, and to see him just like start to pick it up a little bit, maybe because he was with a new team and he had to work with players like Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert, and guys like that, and just to see him finally stepping it up, turning it up a notch, kind of reminded me of when he played for the Grizzlies and eliminated the Oklahoma City Thunder back in 2013.
Yeah, those were some epic battles, and it's funny you mentioned that because I know I've mentioned the Grizzlies a lot, but I think Memphis and Oklahoma City are sort of on similar timelines. I think Memphis is a little ahead as far as the young talent because they've got John Morant, Jaren Jackson Jr., Brandon Clark, some really good young players, but I think those will be good OKC Memphis matchups in years to come.
Yeah, so history's going to be repeating itself for those guys.
That's right.
It sure looks like it. But, it's another thing I wanted to bring up is it really just threw me off because just 3 years ago, we saw Russell Westbrook have his MVP winning season, right, when he averaged a triple-double, and he averaged it more than one time. And Victor Oladipo was like the dark horse right there because I didn't really think – because he knows how – knowing that he got traded and he's now in the East – and to see him become the star he is, it's just unfortunate that he comes in and out of injury because I feel like he could be another go-to guy that most people would recognize, similar to when you brought up like Trae Young and Luka Doncic. I feel like Victor Oladipo would have been a big name close to that level if he never got injured.
Yeah, it's a fair point. Like the fit in Oklahoma City just never really worked with the Russell Westbrook, and there wasn't a lot of time to figure that out. But what he's done when healthy, he's just been fantastic. So he's just one of those guys that you hope can stay healthy because he's fun to watch.
Exactly. So what do you think? So this is like, let's see. Do you have any additional information you'd like to add about the Oklahoma City Thunder starting their second half of the season? Or
no, I mean I think it's going to be more of the same. It'd be different if they would have traded a guy like Gallinari because then they would have been forced to play Baisley more, and now Baisley's hurt, and that would have messed up all the rotations. But there's not much to add based on what they did in the first half. I mean it's pretty much the same team. I do think it'll be an exciting offseason though to see who might be on the trading block. I think next year will be an interesting year, but this year, still 27 games left and in the playoffs, so we'll follow it from there.
Exactly. I mean, that'll work right there. So once again, Joe, it was a pleasure having you on for the second time, and then don't be surprised if I ask you again towards the end of the season, see how well we've done in this episode and compare it to the next one towards the end of the season because we like ESPN predicted, 99.9% chance of making the playoffs. I'm pretty sure it's going to happen too.
Yeah, I think it's going to happen. Maybe we'll do a playoff preview or something when that time rolls around.
Oh, for sure. I'm definitely going to document that. Like, that's definitely not going out of the window for sure.
All right, I'll do it.
All right, once again, thanks for coming on, Joe.
Okay, thanks a lot, man. Anytime.